views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved, darn sexy people, and wide awake and knowledgeable of the spring forward that we just had in the middle of the night. So, yippee to all of us who remembered and are actually here today. I'm thrilled to be with you. I always look forward. It's like Sunday dinner with my family when I do this show. I just love being here and being with you. We have our next webinar. We haven't had one for a while, and I'm really excited because I don't just do them, just to do them. I do them when something is going on in my life that really spurs me to want to work through something, or when I'm told to do it. And this one I was told to do, it's about rules, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it was interesting. I want to share part of an email from one of our community. She said, I just signed up for the rules webinar. When you first mentioned it, it didn't really resonate. I felt neutral about rules. Apparently, my little child felt differently. And she goes on to explain that she was working with a group and wanted to make a Facebook post. And the group was pretty heavily regulated. And authentically, she intended to be helpful with this response she was sending in. But, quote unquote, she was criticized because someone thought I was breaking a rule. And in the moment, it really triggered me. So those are the kind of things we're going to look at in this webinar on Wednesday. You can sign up if you get my e-blast. There's a direct link to it. Or you can go to the website, IamDeeWallace.com. And it's right on the homepage where you can sign up there. So anyway, after I got this, and thank you, love, for sending me this. I love it when you guys bond with me about these things. So I said, well, isn't that interesting? Why would the channel want me to do something about rules if people were not, what were her words? It didn't resonate. And of course, the very thing that we think isn't going on is always the thing that's going on. I can tell you in every private that I do, when we get to it, they went, oh my God, I didn't see that. I didn't know that was going on, and now I know it makes perfect sense. Every time, guys, and every time I work with myself and get to the highest thing. So around rules, they want to give you a few rules that you might resonate with. Like, I have to stay in the marriage or the relationship. Whether I'm happy, whether it's working for the kids, whatever that is, I have to stay, for better or worse, till death to us part. That was the rule. Or that is my family's unwritten rule. I'll be ostracized if I don't. Or that's society's rule. Nice little girls and boys don't walk away. Okay, so that can be a very disempowering rule to our authentic selves. Another one is I have to give up myself for my family, for my significant other, because they don't like, they want to do it this way. I want to do it that way, but the rule is I need to defer to them. I have to give up myself for my children. That's just the way it's always been, is that parents give themselves up. They do anything to take care of their kids, even if their kids are 25 and 30 years old. I have to give myself up for my family, like my parents. My parents are elderly now. And so it's very much a big hardship for me to have them in my home, but that's the rule. That's what you have to do. Rules like that keep you from looking at what the other possibilities for you are. Now, rules that empower you are I have to own and live in my own integrity and power. Now, that is a rule of creation. If we don't live in our own integrity and power, then we don't create what we want, or we don't create at all consciously, because we don't believe we have the power to do it. Another one is I have to work with my own energy. I have to choose what I want. I have to direct my energy toward that. I have to stay focused on that any way I can in order to create what I want. If I allow other people dominion over my energy, then they get to take my energy, and I allow them to create my energy with my energy. Ultimately, I do it because I'm allowing them to do it. Okay, another one is, it is a rule of the universe that I am God. Now, how empowering is that rule? I am the force that I need to call on to be the powerful creator that I am. So how many of us live by the rule, I am complete? The channel would like to ask all of us to come forward today and make that a rule of our lives. I'm already complete in the creative force that I am. I'm complete. I have all the creation credentials that I need to create. I'm complete in that way. Now, what am I going to do with that completeness? That's just gives you a little idea of the expansion. Well, those of you that have done the webinars before, how incredibly powerful they are. By the end of them, we are all just going, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm telling you, we're getting this YouTube channel up, which plays part of all of the webinars for people to listen to for free. And I've had to, beautiful Jan McKenzie helped me because she knows my work from the beginning of time, and Stephen. And so they're sending me little clips to and stuff. And every time I sit here and I listen or I watch and I go, my gosh, these are so powerful. My gosh, I need to go back and listen to my own webinars because the information is just astounding. So if you want or need to touch base this week and, really get a good slice of a shot in the arm of getting yourself back on track and focused, check out the new things that are up on YouTube. We have a lot of the on-camera ones up, some of the audio ones up. It's very exciting for me to do this. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. There's also on my website a way that you guys can create an event and bring me in and make some money on it too. So it's called Do You Want to Host a D Event? And it's on the front page of the website. And I just want to quickly share with you this beautiful short film that I did called Charlie's Gift. Is getting huge recognition. There is a Facebook page on it called Charlie's Gift. I'm up now for several of the Best Acting Awards. I've won Best Performance Awards in several of them. And this is why I want you guys to say yes. Say yes when the opportunities come. Because I almost said no to this because I was doing the series and didn't have time. And when I read it, I went, oh my gosh, I have to do this. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of material I've ever seen. So just say yes, guys. Find a way to say yes once you've called in what you want. Okay, we can go to the calls. Yes, we can. Sometimes, they've got other stuff to add. I'm going to start with Miss Susan in Niagara Falls. Hi, honey, you're on.
I knew you were coming to me.
You did, huh? Well, here you are.
I have a lot to share. Good news. Some might think others bad, but it's not. It's good. I've come to a lot of healing within myself, my little child. Done a lot of work, and I wanted to let you know about the biopsy that I had, what the result was. And the result is suspected malignancy, first stage cancer. However, I know where it stems from. I know where the first fear is from that.
Yes, you do. What is it?
It's my uncle Gordon, my grandmother's brother, owned a tobacco shop, and he smoked, and he was dying of lung cancer. And my parents, without thinking properly, they should not have taken children into his deathbed room because my uncle, while I was
but you see, that was a rule, Susan. That was a rule that you had to go visit the dying. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, I got it. Yeah, because I had to go to funerals too. I was forced to funerals and see dead bodies. That was gross. Anyway. At the time, he was begging my father. I listened to him begging my father to kill him because he was in so much pain. And I thought, oh my God, I never want to die of lung cancer. And I created the fear right there. So I released and let go. Little Susan doesn't have to fear that.
That's right, baby. And I'm not a doctor, but guys, suspected stage 1, that's so curable. It's like almost like, oh, take this for a cold these days. Okay?
That's how I feel about it. Because my doctor set up an appointment for me just to go in to have surgery, get it out, get done. It's gone. I'm done. I'm healed. I feel already healed.
But the beauty of Susan's story here is that she took time to find out where the core of it was. Because, when I worked with Dolores Cannon, she would always say, Dee, if in hypnosis, I can get the person to get to the core of where it is, it never comes back or it goes away on its own. So, just to keep curing yourself of cancer,
I know.
The possibility of it coming back is greater energetically if you don't get to what the core is, Susan.
Right.
So,
well, I got to what the core is.
You did. I get an absolute yes on that, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And
that whole experience, little Susan's I'm holding on to little Susan and loving her, letting her know it's okay. That's not her, and that was not possible to put her there. It was a bad deal.
I hope you guys are all working with your little child. I had a reason to go in with little Deanna this week and go, why am I so afraid of being alone? Now, this will blow your mind. And little Deanna said, because if you're alone, there's nobody to take care of. And that's all my job is having to take care of people. Now, would my mental mind ever have put that one together? But it came out as clear and plain and simple. And I went, oh my gosh, I see where two parts of me just connected into a belief that became limiting instead of empowering. Right? So beautiful, Susan. I get a yes on all of that.
And I have good news, really good news.
Good.
I've decided the boyfriend that I had last year, he's really negative about everything. So I'm like, he's gone.
Good.
And I'm on eHarmony. And last night I just touched base with met somebody in Canada who's in Toronto area who is into transforming himself and in all of this, everything. So it's like, he wants to connect and everything because we're both into, creating our own realities.
Yeah, you're both into empowering yourselves as the creative force. That's great. So the more you get in alignment with what you want, everybody, the more you get in alignment, the faster and more complete you attract what you want. So it's not about just knowing what I want. It's let me get myself in alignment with that now so that when I walk into that room and say what I want, everybody can look at me and go, I can align with that. Thanks for calling in, Susan. Good for you, baby.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful experience. I'll have to email you. It's snowing here, by the way. It's like a storm. Unbelievable.
I know. You guys have another winter storm in March, for God's sake. Thank you, darling.
I'll email you a video. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good for her. Such a long way Susan's come. Jareen in South Dakota. Hi, honey. You're on.
Hi. I've got two questions. I was wondering, my sister's bothered by her right eye, and she thinks she needs to see a neurologist. That seems kind of extreme. And then both her and I are...
hold on.
Okay.
Let me address that one first.
Okay.
What the channel wants you to know is that if she feels she needs to see a neurologist, then she does, because the fear that she has of not ruling out whatever she's fearful of could actually create what she's fearful of.
Okay.
Did you follow me?
Yep.
I am not a doctor. My pendulum says probably she doesn't, but if she feels like she does, that supersedes everything, Jareen.
Yeah.
Okay? So you need to honor her with, they would like to get to what the fear is, because it has something to do with what you're getting ready to ask me.
Okay.
Here, 22. When I'm loved, I'm depressed. So what that means basically is when I love myself, I have to feel bad somehow. When I let other people love me, I have to feel bad or negative or depressed, or I have to feel like they're going to leave me even though they love me, stuff like that. So there's the dichotomy of the two things working at the same time, which interestingly enough, the channel is saying is a rule for a lot of people. I can't just be happy. I have to be happy with compromise. So now, what's the second thing you were going to ask me?
What's expected of us? We're in depositions for my dad's lawsuit in connection to a motorcycle incident. So, like, what's expected of us? It's like a legal deposition.
I swear to God, they yelled this almost before you got finished. The truth.
The truth. Okay.
That's what's expected of you. Is the truth. The highest truth. Nothing but the truth through divine love.
The truth.
Right. So when I love myself and stay in my integrity, which was one of the rules they gave us at the very beginning of the of the show, when I live in integrity and I tell my truth, I have to be in fear that something bad will happen. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hold on. I want to find something else there, and that's why I'm listening. But they're saying you know exactly what they're talking about. And the highest thing you can do for yourselves is to stay in integrity, tell the truth, and know that the outcome will be positive. In other words, when I love myself, everything's great.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yep, it does.
Okay. All right, darling. Anything else?
Okay, thank you.
That's all I'm getting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's a tough one because when it comes to legal stuff, we all go into our stuff, right? Hold on, there's something trying to come in here. Oh, okay. So a lot of us have made this rule, unspoken rule in our lives, that anytime we're involved in police stuff or legal stuff, it doesn't come out in our favor. So let's invite ourselves to turn that one around now, okay? Because we want, as Einstein said, to see the world as a friendly place, a place that comes forward to create support for us. And I'm going to Lee in California. Hi, baby.
Hi. Good morning. Thank you for taking my call.
You bet. What's up?
Wow. It's always as though I don't have anything to ask. I just want to talk to you because it's so wonderful. Always good things happen when I have a chance to just speak, you know? And
I do. I want everybody to hear what she just said. That good things always happen when I just have a chance to speak. And back, to the last call, when we get to speak our truth and we get to speak it publicly, it's very empowering. It's really, really empowering, guys, that you trust yourselves enough to speak up. So they would like to give you, they want to go to a core belief here, Lee. This page here. Well, that's interesting. We're going back to when I'm loved, I'm depressed. How does that play out in your life?
Yeah, it's like I have this belief that it can't possibly be true. I can't possibly be so lovable.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, that, and I know I use this analogy all the time, but y'all get it. That's like walking into a party and going, I'd really, really, really love somebody to love me, but I'm not lovable. So does anybody want to try to love me? that's what you're sending out to the universe and the ionosphere that keeps getting bounced back to you. And that can look like, gosh, I thought I had a great relationship. Oh, look, I don't. Gosh, I thought I was going to be able to follow through on this diet. Oh, whoops, there it goes again. Somehow, when you love yourself, the universe has to send back to you. Is that a birdie that I'm hearing?
Yes.
In the background. Oh, the birds are my sign of God. So that's a great analogy for me. When you speak up, you get to sing. You get to be God. You get to, So the truth is, Lee, the little song that you want to sing is that you are lovable beyond words, and you're ready, willing, and able for the universe to just come in and put its arms around you, and prove it to you.
Right
but
on.
you got to allow it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you've got your singing papers.
All right, let's go make a tune. Thank you.
Thanks, baby. Oh, I love that. It comes in even when you don't think you're there to do it. Chris in Chattanooga, what's up?
Hey, Dee, how you doing?
Really good, thank you.
Thanks for taking my call. It's so great to be on the call with you.
Thank you. Nice to see you on the call again, darling. What's up?
Well, I just want to say things have been happening in my life lately.
Woohoo! I'm glad you called in with some good stuff.
Yeah, some things that I've been working towards for a while now have finally fallen into place, and some opportunities that I've been wanting to create have opened up. So
great. And can you realize, Chris, that this has been a journey of getting yourself into alignment so that they could come in?
Right.
Okay. They want to give you one more little tweak, and then I want to hear the rest of it. So hold on. Sheets, book. Give me a movie, please. Any movie. Okay. So this is an affirmation. They want you to know that you could have gotten there a little bit more directly, but you got there anyway. And the message to every one of us that are listening is, don't think you have to study a lot and ponder a lot and work a lot. That's the long way around. If you can just love yourself, stay in the state of love, know that you deserve everything you want, be joyful and happy, and be in alignment then with what you want, then stuff will come knocking at your door. So, now proceed, please.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I've been really, lately just wanting to feel good all the time, every day, and, not let stuff get to me, and just, focus on staying positive and being happy and being in that high vibration kind of state of being, because that's what's going to...
By George, you got it. You got it. And, many of us have been on this journey with you. You were in one of the most awesome creation stations, which I know I'm getting a lot of emails. Are you ever going to do another training? Yes, I am. And Chris participated in one of those and made huge breakthroughs in that weekend, if you remember, Chris. And then it's been kind of a north by northwest of really applying it in your life and choosing to go back to that joy and happiness all the time. So good for you, buddy. Thank you for sharing that with everybody.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I just wanted to share one more thing, is that part of the reason why, I think part of the reason why things have been opening up is because I've been more open to collaboration with others instead of trying to do everything myself.
Yep. Because, guys, I want, that's a really important point that Chris brought up. So let me say this in a nutshell. You're the creator of you. You decide what you want. You focus your energy on what you want. And then you have to play with the universe to create it. And the universe is made up of a lot of other people, a lot of other energies, a lot of other ideas that you want to really come forward and partner with. Okay? And that's what Chris is saying. So good for you, Chris. Good for you, sweetheart. Wow, this is
Thank
kind
you
of
so much. And I'm gonna book a private with you soon. I haven't had one in a long time.
Well, I would love that. We're doing some really awesome work in privates right now, guys. It's like we're going into, it's like everybody has finally said, okay, I'm giving up the fight. I'm just moving forward. And we're getting information in private sessions. I just had another beautiful woman sign up for, the best deal, guys, is the year sessions, because you get a 50-minute session a month for $100. And she just signed up, and I'm telling you, it knocked my socks off, the information that came in this 50 minutes. And those of you that are doing the 30-minute privates, you see, it's just bam, 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 bam. It's like no holds barred anymore. We're just off and running. So, Chris, you could not have called to share anything that gave me more joy. Congratulations, honey.
Thank you so much. And,
you bet.
Wishing you all the best. We love you.
And you. I love you too. Oh my gosh, it's an affirmation show. It's an acknowledgement show. I love it. I love shows like this. All righty, we're going to Katie in New York. Hi, you're on.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm great. I called because I keep having dreams with Drake, the rapper. And
okay.
But he always gives me messages. So I had a dream, and he was telling me, he was like my husband. And he said, I don't understand this need of money you have. I don't understand that you need money. He said, because I have so much money. And he gave me all of these thousands and thousands of dollars. And then he gave me diamonds and Rolexes. And then he also hid them around the house. Not hid them, but like he put them on piles of clothes, and he put them all over. And there were also diamonds in the window.
Wow, I like this dream.
I know. And then this woman tried to stick her hand in the window, and I grabbed the Rolexes, and she said Drake bought them for her. I said, well, if my husband come home and tell me he bought them for you, then you can have them. But we both know he's not going to say that.
Okay. So in other words, you asked for it, and Drake gave it to you, but you don't have enough to share it with somebody else, which means you're still living in a feeling of lack.
Wait, those are diamonds he brought, but she claimed they were in my window, though. Remember I said he scattered them all around the house?
Well, yeah, but you had enough to let her take some. Jeez, woman.
Yeah, I had so much money, but he was like, I don't understand this thing. You keep saying you don't have money or you need money. I don't understand it.
So let me tell you how I look at dreams. Everybody in the dream is Katie, is you.
Okay.
So you're Drake. You are Drake saying to yourself, I don't understand, this fear and this need and this drive for money, because look around and see how abundant you are. And you're also the part of you is the woman who came in to try and take this stuff, right? And you're the part of you that said, no, there's not enough here. Basically, that's what you were saying. Not enough here. You don't have permission to take this.
Okay.
So I'm telling you all, you see, you can't be in alignment with money coming into you if you don't allow yourself to take it, if you don't think it's yours, because it is.
Okay. I didn't know I was the woman too. Okay.
Well, that's the way I interpret dreams. And every time I interpret my dreams that way, it makes total sense. So I'm the one that is in fear and focused on money. I'm also the one that knows I have enough. I'm also the one that is going, no, I can't share it because I don't have enough. So you see, all those conflicting beliefs that are going on in that one dream of Katie is keeping Katie from being in total alignment with receiving all of the money she wants, and when she receives it, knowing she has enough to share with others.
Okay, I get that. Because I'm looking for money right now, and I'm looking for a job, and I'm like, I'm hoping to get one.
Well, you're hoping to get one, but you need to, now they're going to give you a core belief. This page here, 27. My I am presence does not create for me. So basically what that means, again, is I know that I'm in charge of creating my own life. I'm in charge of creating this money. So my job is to get in alignment with money. I'm going to feel great about it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to absolutely know I deserve it. And I'm going to know I always have enough to share with others. That's the big one for you. And that, guys, that's the premise of tithing. Because tithing makes you come up against all your fears. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, if I tithe, I'm not going to have enough. Right?
But you know what? I feel like my mother was generous to everybody else and not to me. And I think I'm generous to a lot of people. Just, I don't know how generous I am to myself.
Well, back to your dream. Know that you have it. Know that you're willing to give it to you. Because if you're not willing to be generous with yourself, you're not going to create a job that's going to bring you good money. You can see that connection, right?
Yes, but you know what it is? It's about, I'll spend it on, say, my needs and stuff. It's about my desires, my passion. That's what I don't feel I'm that generous with.
Well, then that's what you need to get in alignment with. Because, guys, you say, I want a lot of money, and then I'm not willing to give myself the money or acknowledge that I deserve the money or any of that stuff. So the universe is stuck around answering you because you're not in alignment with what you're asking. So go say, I want a great job where I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to give myself all the shit I want, and watch the job come in. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Quit. Yeah. You see, you could hear at the end, Katie, you wanted to argue. Don't argue. Just say yes. All right, Anya in North Carolina. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hello, beautiful. I'm fine. How are you? And thank you for getting up at the crack of 30 out there to to be with the rest of us. We appreciate it.
Oh, my joy.
I will preface this by saying I know you're not a doctor.
Thank you.
Even though you play one on TV. I have a little itchy spot on the right-hand side of my spine, between my spine and my right shoulder blade. And it's just started itching the last few days, kind of pink and a little rough. And as much as getting any information about what I might be dealing with here, I would like to know the core belief or the energetic, genesis of this.
It is what I'm getting, and I am not a doctor. It is some kind of skin irritation thing. When I say it's anything like majorly important, I get a no. Is that the right question? Yes. But
yeah, and that's what I feel too. Yeah.
It's funny. The first thing when you said the word itchy, they gave me that Japanese thing, and I can't quite get a hold of it. That itchy. Is it from a movie? Itchy Buns or something like that, which is. I know the association is humor, is fun, is laughing.
Oh, good.
So the first place we're going is you're not laughing enough. You're
really?
not. Yeah, you're not having enough fun.
Oh my God, I'm having more fun than I've had in a long time. So I really must have been in the toilet.
Okay,
before.
Good. Then, is there some guilt involved in having that fun? Do you have to pay for it in some way? That's where we're
I'm
going.
Wondering. Oh, okay.
That's where we're going. Back to when I'm loved, I'm depressed, Anya.
Okay.
So I'm going to your mom and your little girl. What happened when you were too happy? Like happy when you were a little girl?
I don't have a direct memory, but I've always felt that I was like too much.
Yes.
Like there wasn't like a control valve on it where I could be appropriate, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
Appropriate.
So the unspoken rule was, if I'm more quiet and subdued, I'm more loved.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, why they want to go to why it's in between your shoulder blades.
Right.
Okay. Sheets, book, song. I don't know where the heck we're going with this. Movie. Give me a movie. Just give up. They'll give it to you.
Right. Well, so the only thing that just came in was the word torpedo and torpedo run. I have no idea if that's even a movie.
Okay. Well, but what a torpedo is you shoot it off, and it's we're going to the word run. So, and now they just showed me somebody getting shot in the back with an arrow. All righty. So, you can't run away from your happiness, Anya. It's your time. It's your turn. Open your arms, turn around, and embrace it. Catch the arrow, break the arrow, go screw this. I'm ready, willing, and able to have all the happiness I can get, right? And I'm not going to let it get under my skin. I'm not going to think that somebody else is going to punish me or that I have to pay for my happiness in any way. That rule is out the door. My new rule is, the happier I get, the healthier and happier and more deserving I am of even more happiness.
Right. When you brought up with my mom, Dee, when I was probably about 8 years old, she had a stillborn baby at 7 months. And I think it brought her close to nervous breakdown and depression and all of that. And is there any link or tie into that, or did it start a lot earlier than that?
You bet, because there's nothing happier than a baby, nothing more of a blessing than a baby, and nothing more devastating than losing one.
Right.
So you have happiness and devastation collapsed in the same definition.
In the same event, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And an 8-year-old little girl is going to pick that up. She can't define it. She doesn't understand it, but she certainly saw happiness and sadness go together.
Right. Okay.
Got it?
Around birthing. Yep. Got it.
Well, and any kind of happiness is birthing, bringing happiness in, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, beautifully. You see, you were able to put this together yourself once we got to the happiness part.
And another part of it, really, really quickly, this job that I've had now for a little over a year, I feel like I'm really coming into my authentic self more than I ever have in my life.
Totally.
Just my ease, the ease that I have developed in talking to people, being around with people, using my humor. There's humor every single day. So when you said not laughing enough, I'm going, good Lord, I'd have to be in clown shoes to, have any more fun.
Yeah, they just wanted you to tweak that little remnant down there that you might have to pay for it, ergo the baby.
Okay. All right.
Okay, because you don't ever have to pay for happiness, guys. It's your divine right. And so they just wanted you to be conscious of this so you don't create any of this happiness falling out. All right, sweetheart.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're the bomb.
You bet.
All right. Appreciate
wow, that was interesting. Wow, so interesting. Patty, you're up. What's up? Hi.
Talk about rules. A big thing at work is, why are the rules only for me but not for, a couple other people?
Do you think that's true, or do you think that's your perception?
Well, when I come in and I'm told that I'm supposed to put, the vitamins out right away, and then they're sitting there doing something else. So.
Okay. Well,
like they just take off, and then they just change their shift. But if it was any of the other 3 people, we're not allowed to do that.
Okay, who are they? Are they in charge?
Well, one of them's in charge, and the other one is just very nitpicky about everything.
Yes, but they are in positions above you. Is that correct?
It's become that way, yeah.
Okay, well, that's why. In any work environment, there are the people in charge, and then there are the people who work under them, unless you're your own boss, Patty.
Well, one of them is not actually in charge, but she's like really tight with the boss.
Okay, so she's in charge.
Okay.
So my question to you is, can you accept that? Stop comparing yourself. Stop looking at where people are trying to take advantage of you, and joyfully go in and do your job.
And that goes for any aspect of my life, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You keep looking at where people are trying to rape you and take advantage of you, honey. And the more you keep looking for it, the more you're going to find it.
Okay.
I know. I've been working with myself in an area of my life around this.
I had been talking to little Patty too, and it was interesting because then stuff came up later on that day, and I was like, "Oh, okay," but I thought we were talking about this, little Patty.
Yeah, little Patty thinks she has to have it this way in order to stay alive. So you've got to tell her when it starts to happen, not true, it's not true in our lives anymore, and you're going to do what I say. I'm the mom now.
Okay.
Okay?
I keep telling her that. Thank you, Dee.
Some pretty tough love with her. Yeah, you bet. And tough love with our little children. That's sometimes what it takes. Sometimes it takes taking them in our arms and saying, "Look, baby, I understand you. I understand where this came from, but it doesn't apply to us anymore." And sometimes you just got to take them to the computer, put on Bob Newhart's Stop It, and go, "Okay, you're going to get this now because we're not going to do this anymore. Stop it." Okay, we're going to Karen in Toronto. Hi, honey, you're on. Hey, Karen.
Hi, Dee. How are you today?
Good, baby.
Beautiful show. Thank you.
You bet.
Yes, I keep hearing your voice every time I go into that where I get triggered, and it reminds me to go back to the child and say exactly what you were just saying. Like,
well,
okay.
Thank you. I'm happy to lend my voice to all of you.
And what a beautiful voice. Thank you. Does the channel have anything special for me today?
The channel wants to know what you want to know about.
I've been really going into action about looking at what it is that want. You know, I hear God gave us a purpose, and my purpose is I'm an artist, or He wouldn't have laid that on my life. So I'm really now going forward and.
Okay. So, guys, I got to address the verbiage here a little bit, Karen. God wouldn't have laid that on my life. We come in with choice. We come in with past lives. It's absolutely true. We come in with predispositions, a lot of us, to math, to the arts, to teaching, to inventing, right?
Right.
But we have free choice. So nothing is laid upon us other than coming in for the purpose of absolutely knowing that we have to learn the creative process, because that's why we're here. We don't have to. They're correcting me. We can choose to, or we can choose not to. So, so you get to choose to joyfully be an artist, or you get to choose to be an artist at home, just, to putter around and because it makes you happy. And you can choose to do something else. You can choose anything you want because the creation is up to you. So what is out of alignment with Karen? When I say you want to be an artist, I get a no. So do you or not?
Oh, I don't want to be. I am.
Well, but there's a part of you that doesn't want to be. And that's the part that's out of alignment that's driving you crazy. So we're going to the sheets, and we are going to a core belief. This page, hold on. This page here. Yeah, it's I can never be God. Well, you are God. You are the creative force of you on this plane. So knowing that, you have to say, this is what I want, and every part of me is going to be in alignment with this, and then I'm going to work with God, the universal force of creation, whatever your term is. I'm going to partner with that to create exactly what I want by being in alignment with everything that I want. Okay? So it's simple and it's clear, the part of you that needs to come into alignment, and then things start breaking open for Karen more.
Thank you so much.
Guys, as long as you see, that was another rule. I have to depend on, or I have to blame others for my reality and creation. You don't depend on God. You depend on the God of you, and then God comes in all its force to partner with you. Do you understand?
I do. That's beautiful.
Okay, good. Go get him, baby.
Thank you so much, Dee. God
you
bless
bet.
You. Thanks.
You bet. Okay, let's see if I can get my... Eileen, we got to make it really quick here. What can I do for you?
Hi, Dee.
Hi, babe.
Hi. You know, I heard a channel a few days ago who was channeling Spirit and Spirit said, "Where's the book?" And I thought that was really funny. And he said, "You're supposed to be writing a book. Spirit wants to know, well, where's the book?" So I know that I'm getting in my way a little bit because I don't know if it's a screenplay. I don't know if it's a book of my songs. I don't know what it is. But I did start writing it.
Well, first of all, you haven't decided you're going to write. So they can't give you...
I did.
No, I'm getting a no.
Huh.
You said you did, but there's a part of you going, well, what if? Well, I don't really know. Well, I don't know where to start. All of that is the way that we say I haven't committed. Because once you commit, they're showing me a sign. Nadia Angelini just brought me a beautiful thing for my birthday, and it says, I can and I will. And I've got it up on this project, on the desk of the project that I'm working on, because it's a technical project and it's taking everything I have to get through it and learn it. I can and I will. That's what you say, Eileen. And then you go, okay, universe, I'm committed. I'm committed to writing. So now I'm going to daydream so you can give me some exciting ideas about where to write or what to write or how to write. And then you start writing. You don't ever edit your writing. You just write. And then you edit it afterwards.
All right. I mean, I did start the dedication and the foreword. I mean, I did start writing it. So I guess, whatever's still in the way, I'll get it out.
And yet you can't tell me what it is, right?
No, I think I do know.
Okay, well, then what was your question at the beginning?
Well, I'm not sure how it's going to play out. If it's going to be a book of songs.
Okay, well, no, that's not your job. That's what's stopping you, you see. That is what's not in alignment. You just have to write. I still don't know how Bupalopaloo is going to play out. But by God, I created the thing. I did what I was told. I had a lot of joy doing it. And now I got to turn it over. Now I got to turn it over. So your job right now is to stay in the moment and write.
Okay.
Okay? I got the same information through John Edwards when he channeled my late husband, Christopher, and Christopher said, you've got to finish the book. And that was Conscious Creation, my first book. Okay, so just go write, baby.
Okay.
All right, love you. Oh, my God, what a show, you guys. Could go on and on and on and on. All right, so the webinar is this Wednesday. Please do not wait until 7 o'clock to sign up, because I cannot get you on live if you do. Go sign up now. Come join us. You know how powerful these things are. And yippee for all the acknowledgments and the breakthroughs and the beautiful things that are happening for everybody in our community. I love you so much. Until we meet again, love yourselves more.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at iamdeewallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.